We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder match up against the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they... been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Pass to Brown. Outside, Horford. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this seven-footer such a special player. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the paint. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Holiday with it. To the inside. Tatum. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. That one on Dort. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here is Horford. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And the three ball is good. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Holiday attacking. And a missed layup. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Williams. Back to Dort. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's Boston now. Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. Shoots over Dort. And that one's good. Tatum. He's got 5.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Now here is Holiday. Scoreless thus far. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the miss by Porzingis. Brown outside. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Now here's Tatum. He has 5. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. 20 seconds left to play in the first. The Thunder made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
Wallace hits 2 free throws. And taken away by Wallace. Higgins outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Pritchard. Back to Tatum. He got it up. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 1. We'll take a quick.
The Thunder. 13.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And he banks in the layup. Wallace has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Here's Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
First team foul.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still in.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. The Thunder leading by 3. Back to Wallace. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Still yet to score. Now Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
When you got a guy that's too big for a guard, he's too quick for a forward, what do you have there? You have Jason Tatum. He is an absolute matchup nightmare.
Now Hartenstein. And the shot goes in.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Down low. The kick out to Tatum. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Joe can't get it to go.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Wallace down low. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics trailed by 3. Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Rebounded by Joe.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:27 left to play here in the half. It's Brown with the drive. Brown jams it in.
Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
Pass to Caruso. Williams for 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Porzingis with the ball. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
How about the creativity there from Porzingis? He wanted to make that one sting a little.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Ball stolen. Pritchard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now just a 2-point Thunder lead. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Porzingis high post. He's got 7. Just 5 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Good D by Williams.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Thunder. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Outside, Porzingis misses the 3. The Thunder leading by 7. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Outside Tatum. And another shot. The Thunder pull it in.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Dort. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 9 points. Porzingis has the open look. Boston again missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
Holiday up top. Outside, Porzingis. Right side, Tatum. Brown outside. Caruso with the ball. Picked up by Brown. For three, Holmgren. Al Horford with the rebound. The wide open look here for Holiday. Drills it from outside. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots. Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Pass to Caruso. Oh, good on the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
To the middle. Here's Horford. The kick out to Brown. And the three off target. A wide open look here for Caruso. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And stolen by Caruso. From the corner. And he overshot that one, missing. Celtics trailed by 13. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots from the baseline. And that's good for 2. He's got 9.
And the soft touch for a guy Porzingis' size. He shoots it so well from the mid-range.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So both teams making some changes here. The Thunder leading by 11. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And the Thunder with possession. This is the one-handed jam. Nice ball movement by Boston.
getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 18 points for him. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Your Celtics Entertainment.
And the Thunder with the possession here. 9-point game. Bucket is good. Wallace has got 10 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
The Thunder, 46.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics trailed by 8. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Kornet. And he jams it with authority.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Second team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
Oh, Tatum flying, soaring through the air.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, man, he is a major problem.
Williams, that's good.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Kornet. Back to Tatum. It's White on the wing. Clock is at 3. From 15 feet away. And another basket for Boston.
Trusting his preparation, Tatum is always ready to bail out his team when they need him most.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Nailed from three-point land.
Timeout.
And the Thunder lead by 6.
Start it.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listen in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. See how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Pass to Holmgren. Rebounded by the Celtics. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside Holiday. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here's Porzingis. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Outside, Dort. Over Tatum. The 15-footer. Good. Dort got his first basket.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Drops in the tray.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
To the paint. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
And there's the foul. Rebound Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder making a change here. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And finished off by Williams.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
There you go, JB. I love his confidence. One of his strongest traits.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. They trail by one. Here's Horford. Oh, and they take the lead.
And why not go to Horford? Big Al has played in so many big games, not intimidated by the moment.
Dort misses. Here's Boston now. Outside Holiday. Going inside. Brown wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Outside, Dort. It's good from beyond the arc.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Holiday looking over the floor. Over in the corner, Porzingis. From outside the arc. Trains the three-pointer.
Matching threes for these teams. Porzingis so good from deep.
And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That's his third foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And definitely, they got to get that defensive strategy in place. You have to play it smart. A stop probably wins the game for them, but they cannot afford a foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Yeah, they'll be looking for the steal here on the inbounds. If they can't come up with the TO right away, then it's time to foul and hope for some misses at the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's all about the three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
Outside, Dort. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a